Hello, hello. Did I do it? Did I do it? I went early just to make sure that I could. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, guys. Seasick. I wanted to make sure I could go live and I didn't want to screw up in front of everybody. I'll just screw up in front of the 8 of you. Oh no, Beverly, your tea burnt. Okay. Volume down. Oh, wrong way. Excuse me. There may be some coughing. I apologize. All right. Do we look good? Yay, Gwenny, I figured it out. I had an idea of what it was going to be, but I wasn't too sure. The dog. Oh my goodness, the dog got your bun. I need to set you guys up on something higher so I can read. My old lady eyes. Excuse me while I lean in front of everybody. There, now I can see the words better. Oh look, and I have threads on my shirt. Go figure. Okay, we're just going to sit here. I'm going to keep working on my thank you cards and my note cards here. I don't want to do anything exciting or say anything fun until we get past the noon hour and we have everyone else here. So I cut out a stack of interfacing to make note cards. As a reminder, this is what I'm making. Cards like this. I'll make envelopes later. Save that for when everyone else shows up. I've separated out holiday stuff, so I'm just trying to work through some of these things. Got my little scrappy bin. My bin of solids is overflowing. And if that's not enough, I've got this bin of a fabric for cards. So I have plenty to choose from. Kind of just mixing and matching with no thought process to it. That way they're truly scrappy, scrappy, scrappy. Can you guys hear me? Is there sound, guys? Hello, hello, hello. Can everybody hear me? I see we've got 44 people in the room. Can you please let me know if anyone can hear me? Hello, hello, hello. I see no more chat. Am I frozen? My chat got frozen, guys. So you guys were saying I can hear you, but I couldn't see the chat. All right, thank you, thank you, thank you. Excuse me. I was frozen. I could see the video moving, but I couldn't see the chat moving. So, okay, welcome everybody. We are making, well, I am making, now I've got myself thrown off and confused here. I'm working on my scrappy fabric cards. You guys have seen the video for these, where I'm just making these little note cards. I've been sending them out as thank you cards to people, but I want to have enough of a stash for myself and to put them in the shop. Now, granted, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I've got 16, 17 cards here, but those can go in an instant, especially with the holidays coming up. So I thought, well, I was going to sort through that basket of scraps you saw earlier. I make the note cards. I use cardstock and all of that. All of that is in the video, Beverly. You're just going to have to go back a little bit and search for that. I can put the link up when we're done with the live stream. I really don't want to mess with anything else now to make sure it all works. Oh, Helly, your tops have been so cute. I want to show you guys, I did make another one, and I did mess it up, but with a little help, I just twisted a row. I had a row on backwards. Let me move this. I made a Halloween version of the coin quilt. I just used 2 fabrics this time. I did a quick little snippet of a video to explain what I did, and I will get that edited and probably up tomorrow or Monday, just to show that you can make it in 2 colors. I'll give you a quick explanation here. I started and I stacked all my Halloween ones and then all of my green ones, and I just kept feeding them through the machine 2 at a time. Halloween on the bottom and green on top, and I just kept feeding them through. And then when I had all the pairs at 2, I laid them out how I wanted. I knew I wanted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of each in the row, and I alternated them. I put 1 row that started with the Halloween and 1 with the green. These were all perfectly lined up in columns, and then to get them to shift, when I went to sew them together, I took the green one here and I folded it in half so that the edge of this green square matched up right with the seam there, and I finger pressed it. And then I went ahead and when I sewed this row onto it, I just lined this purple square up with the ghost onto that seam line, and that allowed it to all stagger. Once again, I didn't account for the 1/4 inch seam, but that's okay. I can put my ruler on here and just slice straight up the side here. This side, for whatever reason, came out a little wonky. I forgot to do that thing where you alternate. If you sew these 2 top to bottom, you sew these 2 bottom to top. So I probably got mine off a little. This one is definitely going to be for me. Well, I say definitely, but anytime someone says, hey Robin, I would like to buy that, I'm always willing to sell whatever I made, even if I made it for me. So I really like this, using just 2 separate fabrics. I like the green too. I thought it was going to work out really well. Hello everyone who has scrolled in. Hello Jody, you made it from Seattle. You woke up everything special for us. For all of you that it's early in the morning, and for everyone on the other side of the world, it's a little bit later in the day. This noon on Saturday worked out really well last time, so I thought we would do it again. So I did do that. Now, since I messed everything up by things freezing, I have a little bit of an administration I want to say before we get going. I've been practicing this speech, so go ahead and bear with me. For those of you that are coming over on the replay, I'm sorry that we are 4 minutes in. I wanted to say this right off. But if this is the first video of the day you're watching on YouTube, after I give you my little spiel, please go ahead and watch other videos first, and I'm going to explain why. When you do a live stream and it becomes a replay, YouTube likes to add an inordinate amount of ads to it. Like every 2 to 5 minutes you could get an ad. But then the next person along might not see any ads. So the big guys on the YouTube videos did a little research, and they said, if you watch a live stream, which is usually, 2, 3, 4 hours long, if that's the first video of the day you watch, you're going to get ads constantly. But if you watch a few other videos first, and watch the replay, the live replay later in the day, you won't see hardly any, if no ads. And the reason is, YouTube doesn't want to bombard you with ads. They only know that you watched the live stream, that was your first video of the day. So they're throwing all the ads in. But if you watch a few other videos and get some ads that you've already watched, a live stream replay should have very little, if not no, ads at all. So if this is your first video, replayers, thank you for watching. Come back later on today after lunch and watch it then, and you shouldn't get stuck with all of those ads. And now that should work for my live replays and everyone else's. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to say is, I think, at least for today, we're having snack time today during this live stream. It is started at noon, so at 12:30 I'm going to bring out snack number 1, and I want to show you a fun new snack that someone told me about that I'm now completely addicted to. Thank you very much. And then at 1 o'clock I'll bring out snack number 2, and it's a specialty fruit that I like to pick up at the market every now and then. It's a little expensive, but it's fun. Some of you may have seen it and some of you haven't. So stick around for snack time and we'll get to that a little later. So I'm going to keep working on my cards here. I am just kind of going for random scrappy, just pulling out of my bin and seeing what's in there. If I come across holiday, Christmas, and Halloween, I pop it over there. I'm going to work on this set, and then I thought I'd get you guys to help me out a little bit with all of my bags that I'm working on. Maybe you can help me decide if I should put snaps or poppers in them or zippers. It's nice to have someone in the craft room with you helping you make little decisions like that. I can go back and forth many times trying to decide what I want to do. Thanks, Teresa. Oh, and the other thing, make sure if you guys are chatting that if you go up to the little spot where it says live chat by the X and it has those little lines with the sliding things on it, make sure you click on that and you get live chat, because otherwise you'll just have top chat and you'll miss half of the conversation. And if you ever leave and come back to a live stream, go ahead and close out the chat and refresh your screen so that you're getting all of the new stuff. You don't want to get stuck 5 minutes ago or 10 minutes ago in the video when we've already moved ahead and started talking about something else. It kind of, I don't know, when I do it, I had to learn to do that because it kind of felt weird and I felt behind and lost all the time. That one's done. Yeah, Helly, see, I used to do that with Rob and stuff and the kids, but they all left me. The cats aren't very good at helping me decide on what to do. They just want to curl up and everything. They don't want to help out. I mean, I can send pictures to my daughter and she'll be very helpful, but if she's busy and working and stuff, I don't want to pester her and then I have to wait for her response, and yeah, it takes too long. Gwenny, you're spoiled. I'm just going to put that out there. You are spoiled. Yes, you have to make decisions and choices. You can't leave it for someone else. I wish someone, hello Beverly Akins, I wish someone would make all my decisions for me. I've always been the one that wears the pants in the family, so I have to make all of the decisions. And sometimes it gets tiring, like when you're always having to make decisions on what to make for dinner. I mean, it's like someone else has got to eat it too. Why can't they make a decision? Yeah. Well, that's nice, Gwenny. I would love scrapbooking. I couldn't figure out that little craft. That one was definitely not for me. Though I wish they make some really beautiful scrapbooks. It'd be nice to have those memories. I have photos of the kids and everything when they were little, but it's not quite the same as those really nice. They're like books, you know, scrapbooking. Oh, Sue, you lost me for a minute, and that's because you don't want to make a decision on what's for dinner. I totally get you. I was doing oatmeal for a while, but I ran out of oatmeal packets, and I don't want to have to actually make oatmeal. I'm trying to stay away from bread itself because it bothers my gut a little, makes it a little inflamed, so I've been trying to avoid bread. So, yeah, gluten stuff is a little expensive and hard to find sometimes too, but peanut butter toast for dinner sounds really good. I saw a post on, to just let you guys know, I saw a post on Instagram the other day. It's probably a little old at this point, but they said that there was 100 days left till Christmas. I don't know where we're at now. Maybe that was, gosh, could it have been the 5th or something? But let's see, September, October, November, December. We're coming up to just 3 months away from Christmas. Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Yay! All I had to do is hit the reconnect button. I'm on Verizon instead of my home internet, which would be terrible, so I don't know what the situation is. That's why I figured it's got to be a YouTube thing. They heard we were talking about Christmas and they freaked out, that's all. So I haven't decided exactly. Like my daughter wants to have one of those bolster pillows. She's given me the fabric for it and asked me to do it months ago. I haven't done it yet. And I have her cardinal wall hanging that I need to do still, so chances are those will end up at Christmas times. Yeah, right, Helly? We got censured because we talked about the C word. No, Gwenny, you should be fine. I hit the reconnect button. Everything looks good. We're going to be fine for now, as long as we don't say any bad words again. But I was thinking on how I used to like fill my kids' stockings and all that, but now that they've moved out, everything is just so different. It's like, you know, they're not home, so they don't need what they needed then. So it's like, why am I going to, I don't want to just fill stockings for nothing. They don't really need anything. Last year I did a couple things. They ask for things every now and then. Like my daughter, Miranda, she wants a set of those silver mixing bowls, so that when she makes her banana bread and all that kind of stuff, she has a big mixing bowl for it. Justin will never ever ask for anything, though I have a feeling he's going to be getting clothes. I didn't buy him anything for his birthday in June either because we knew that clothes was going to be a thing. I love Christmas. I was already thinking today, is it too early to start putting up decorations? I was trying to figure out where I want to put my tree this year. I spend so much time here in the shop, is what I call it, or the craft room, that I'm going to put the tree in here this year. Plus, that helps keep it away from the cats at night while I'm sleeping. Oh, that's terrible, Helly. Some people here, they're just, I don't know, it's not their thing, you know. And I don't want to say like they're snobbish or anything, but just homemade's not their thing. A lot of people still have the preconceived notion that handmade is not as good as store-bought, and that you're somehow cheating them out of a gift. But if you think about it, a lot of the handmade stuff is made so much better than what you can buy at the store anyways. So they're actually getting a better deal out of it, in my opinion. But who am I to say I'm one of those evil crafting people? Some of the fabric just has the cutest little things on it that I want to have them stand out a little on the cards. Oh, Becky's teaching everyone at home. I didn't have to worry about making that decision as a parent, but I already know what Rob and I would have chosen if this had happened when our kids were in school, especially with Robbie George. We would have gone totally virtual. I mean, I homeschooled the kids, all three of them, at various times in their lives, so it really wouldn't mean anything to me. I probably would go more homeschool than virtual depending on their age. Oh no. Spinning wheel of death again. Oh, that's better. I used to love to get, I always thought that the stocking was like the best part. We always got an orange when I was a kid, and we got some electronic game and things to play with and some candy. And for whatever reason, my grandmother always I lived with my grandmother from age 2 to 13, and she always put batteries in our stockings. So if we were going to get a little handheld electronic game or something, we always knew it because our stocking was full of batteries. For my kids, I always thought, I learned it afterwards, that it would be great to, I saw this one thing on Pinterest where you fill their stocking up with a breakfast item, something like a coloring book or something, depending on the age of the kids, something for them to do, a movie if they have a TV in their room. So whenever they wake up, they're allowed to open their stocking and have what's in it, but they can't leave their room until the time that, you know, like when the parents go get them or something like that. That way they have presents to open and they get that excitement out of them a little bit, and they're not constantly waking you up at 5 a.m. Or in the case of my children, sometimes 3 a.m. But my kids were too big by then. At that point, we were waking them up because we always have a nice breakfast for Christmas, and we got tired of waiting for them to wake up. So we'd have to wake them up. Oh, Becky's the teacher. I kind of thought that might be it. That has got to be a lot of work for you, Becky. Teachers are amazing people on a regular day, let alone during this mess. Hello, hello, everyone. Hello, Ari. Is that it? Aries, did I get it right? Becky is a hero, and it's just an amazing job. I think after everything that's going on now, more parents are going to appreciate their teachers and for what they do for their children and stuff once they realize how much work goes into it. And just the bare minimum that parents are doing at home themselves. Our schools are back 100%. They are working normal scheduled hours. That was, at one point, there were more kids in school than virtual, but now, of course, as time is passing, and in Hendry County in Florida, there's apparently only 5 schools there, and all 5 schools have classrooms that are under quarantine. So more people are starting to pull their kids out here, it looks like. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that is it's like a bandana fabric. I really like that too. The wheel, this is fabric that someone sent me recently, this and this one. And let me finish this and we'll pull out the bags. I want to show you guys some of the bags. I think I made a bag with that and it came out really nice. Let's go ahead and put all the red here. This is a good sit down and chat project, it's just something to play with. If you use bigger pieces and stuff, the little kids can play. I have one of my fans off. I still have the ceiling fan on, so things blow around a lot. I am making, I've been sending out, anytime someone sends me something or, you know, makes a little bit of, you know, whatever, I send a little thank you card. So I'm making these scrappy fabric thank you cards. They're blank on the inside. They have no stitching through here, but the fabric is stitched down. I have a video for this, and I think I might have made a video for the envelopes too. I might have made it on my Patreon channel. I might have made it on both. I don't remember. But I'm making a bunch of thank you cards, and I also want to be able to put some of them in the shop as note cards. What's Helly got? Wall hanging Christmas theme. Oh yeah, I love advent calendars. I haven't made any in a while, but I sure would like to. They are fun. I wouldn't mind having, I would have just for me, 12 advent calendars in the house. It wouldn't bother me at all. I don't really care much for the chocolate ones and stuff, but I do like the fabric ones, even if they don't have a gift in it. If I just moved a little Santa from a pocket to a pocket, those are fun. I used to buy panels of advent calendars on eBay when I was on an eBay kick. They were fun. Thank you, Karina. Helly, if you post a picture somewhere, then on Facebook or whatever, I bet you people could figure it out just by looking at it. If, you know, you want to share, of course. Helly comes up with some really great ideas. She has some fun things. Will that fit? No. Will it fit here? Yes. It's almost like making a puzzle. This guy's done. I really love my iron. This little no steam. I mean, you could put water in it, but I don't. It gets so hot. It never turns off. So I don't have to constantly wait for it every 8 minutes to come back up to temp. And then afterwards, I'll just take the pinking shears, trim all around it. And I've decided that I prefer the straight lines on my cards versus the free motion quilting. Oh, look at that, like it was meant to be. What time is it? I don't want to miss snack time. That's all right. I got something for there. There's always a little bit of fabric you can add in somewhere. And when things look like it's all uneven and it's not going to work and like you should tuck things down or whatever, once you put the stitching on, it works really well. Thank you, Ellie. That would be very, whoa, very sweet of you. Pretty sure my regular Facebook, my Robin Lalone, is open to, it might be open to the public. I had changed it at one point, but I know my RsIslandCrafts is open to the public. And anyone can message me. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, Karina, that is fun. You never know what scraps you're going to get and what bits and pieces. I received some scraps from someone, and the way they trimmed up their blocks, it was sewn together, it made like an L. So the two fabrics came here with the bias corner. I can't wait to play with those scraps. Those are going to be fun. To turn them into like frames and put something in them. Oh, Ellie, 2 hours a day, that is fun. Sometimes I come into the craft room and I just stare. I don't actually do anything but like stare at videos or whatever, because that's just, some days are like that, you know. There we go. There's that guy. I like this on days when I just, sometimes I might just, like, my mind might be going, or I have a headache or something, and I want to play in the craft room and I don't want to do anything. You know, my scraps, I have plenty of scraps to play with, but at the same time, you get a little bored with what you already have. So if someone wants to share or swap scraps with you, it's always so much fun to play with someone else's. I've made so many string blocks and played with mine so much that, well, most of my fabrics from the past I've worked through, which is really great, except for some things that are hidden away in boxes down there. So I'll have to pull those out. But I've gone through a lot of my original when I started sewing about 10 years or so ago. So now I have like new scraps, so that is still fun. I think if people were able to get together nowadays and just swap them, it'd be great. I'm just reading comments. You guys are chat away. Do I have anything in particular that I'm going to make with my scrap blocks? I do have some that I'd like to get into curtains for my kitchen window. Otherwise, I don't know. I thought I'd play with some scraps and turn them into drawstring bags. Or turn them into tote bags or something. My drink today is just simple cream soda. It reminds me of my youth. I don't have anything like major planned. I still have some projects that I need to finish. Like I need to get those blocks off the design wall from the Margaret Llewellyn quilt along. Katrina, that is like Christmas year round. I wish like sending things in the mail wasn't always like so expensive, especially when you want to do it like worldwide and stuff, because it would be so nice to have like a swap where everyone just exchanges scrap fabrics and stuff like that. I don't always have like a plan when I start sewing. I just kind of, I like to just wing it and just figure out what's happening as I get there. Okay guys, talk among yourself for just a couple minutes. I've got to step away for a second. Hi Wendy. I'm back. So sorry. As you guys know, I live alone, and some of you may or may not know that my smallest kitty, S'mores, she's 5. She's our miracle cat. She was born with problems with her intestines and a non-functioning butt muscle. So not to be rude and gross, but when she has to go potty, she needs help. So she needs to have someone help her out. She can't wipe her own butt, just to say, okay? So I'm back. Sorry about that. Let me check up on the chat. Snack time. Yes, Kathy, snack time. Let me go ahead and put this aside for a minute. Our first snack is going to be a super simple one. One of you lovely ladies taught me this from the last live stream. Thanks, Helly. Well, I'll check it out over there. Thanks, Vanessa. They wanted to put her down, and like we'd only had her for 3 days, and I just couldn't see putting her down. She's such a lovable kitten. So we've had her for 5 years, and I've been able to keep her alive this long. So it just means that, yeah, it just means that Mama has to take care of her a lot. But this is our first snack for today. It is candy corn and peanuts. Now, when I first heard about this, I thought, it's crazy. Why would you eat candy corn and peanuts? I don't even put stuff into my popcorn. Sorry, I stopped to read everyone's comments. I want to follow those too. I have seen where they make tote bags out of the feed bags and stuff. I like out of the dog food bag and stuff like that. I used to save bags and everything way back when, but I never made anything out of them. But anyway, candy corn and peanuts. Now, if you hate candy corn, you hate candy corn. There's no way around it. Candy corn is extremely sweet to me. And I like it, but I can only eat a little bit at a time. But when you add some peanuts to it and eat them together, it kind of cuts back on that sweetness. And there's this one peanut butter, Peter Pan peanut butter is made with, there's one made with honey, and it is yummy. It is just this rich, creamy, smooth thing. Now, if I eat a few candy corn, but like extra peanuts, like 2 candy corn and 4 peanuts or something, it makes it taste just like that honey peanut butter. But if I kind of make some half and half, it just tastes like candy corn with peanuts. But if you love candy corn, but it's super sweet, throw in some peanuts. These happen to be roasted, and it's a delicious snack. It's very addictive. I had to put this in a little container and save it aside because I already ate a bag of candy corn with peanuts in it. Now, I tried it with the chocolate ones that are brown on the bottom. I didn't like that. Those need to be eaten on their own, but this was delicious. Now, don't blame me if you get addicted to it because someone else showed me first, so it's not my fault. Couple more of these, and then I'm going to pull out the tote bags, and we can look at those, and you guys can help me decide if I should put zippers or poppers in them. Oh, and in case you're curious, I'm not going to call out the person that told me, but that person is in the live stream right now, just saying, if they want to admit to their guilt. So if you become addicted, then you can blame them. Totally not my fault. Oh, Gwenny, I can imagine. I go out, it's, gosh, you know, knock on wood, frozen grapes are good. Pat, you say zippers no matter what, right? Sometimes I like to have snaps in my bags for like my knitting and stuff so that the yarn doesn't come out, but these bags aren't only going to be for yarn. And I'm limited on the colors of my zippers. I have I'll pull that out too when we get to it, but I have cam snaps that I picked up on Amazon. And I use them they're just pliers and it just pops it right in nice and quick and easy. Even works for me when my hands are misbehaving. Well, let's get the moon and the cow in there. She admitted it. Sue Smith, guilty as charged. She did it. I just thought she was crazy. I really did. You know, sorry, Sue, but I just thought you were over crazy there. Like, I'm like, what is she talking about? This is no way. But it is like the most amazing snack. I tried it. It was good. I will never doubt you again, Sue. Oh, hold on. Okay, so we're going to do this. One more thing I wanted to talk to you all about. I do not have moderators on my channel. And yes, thank you, Sue. I'm grabbing that. I want to make a couple of you moderators if you would like to be. I'm adding Sue as a moderator. And my goodness. I think I got them, right? So if anyone would like to be a moderator would help me by catching those trolls when I don't get it. Karina, I am so with you. You'll behave. So if anyone wants to be a moderator, then, you know, please just go ahead and just be someone who will, as I said, help me out for when those trolls show up so we can get rid of them quickly. Sue, can you comment so I can see if you turned blue? Yeah, they are. It is, Karina. It's in Vanessa. It's annoying too. I mean, if it says craft and chat, why would you come here if you don't want to discuss crafting things? I mean, obviously I put it in the title so it's a certain way. Yay, Sue, you got it. You're a moderator. So if anyone else wants to be a moderator, you don't have to come to all of the live streams. If you hit a few of them, we can have more than one person. So what I did is I just touched onto their comment and a little pop-up came up on my screen and it told me, Sam Doll, okay. Let me see. Yeah, isn't it all fancy? Yeah, watch out. Sue's gonna get everyone. All right. Sam Doll is a moderator too. Now, if you moderate, if you misbehave, I will take that blue right away from you. I have no fears about removing your power from you. As a matter of fact, I might just do it accidentally, so watch out, right? Okay, a couple more and then we'll pull out the bags. Yes, Mom. Yeah, I see you, Beverly. We know you misbehaved too. I've seen you. Okay. So that gives me 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. That'll work. I'm a pouncer, which gets me in trouble. See? Yes, I love the butterfly fabric. This one here, I think that might be from someone else's scrap stash. That's not, I don't think that's mine. Okay. You move all of these guys out of the way. Move the iron so I don't burn myself, right? So I spent some time, hold on. Teresa, Beverly, Katrina, hold on. Someone. Sam Doll, you just lost your privilege as a moderator because you are deleting everybody. Your name sounds familiar, which is the only reason I let you have it because I thought you were one of our regulars. But if you're going to delete Teresa and Beverly and Karina, I'm sorry that you were put into time out. I don't know if I can. Thank you, Sue. I don't know what they were doing. Now, Sue, can you see if you can click on Beverly Teresa and Frida Marino and get them out of timeout? I don't see how to do it on my end. Yeah, right? So I wonder if I make Beverly Teresa. Oh my goodness. What are we going to do with these people? I am getting rid of as many people as I can, Helly. I know, right? Why all of a sudden with this, you know, my basic second live stream, and this is what I was concerned about. My goodness. Good morning, Tracy Quilts. They do have nothing to do. Thank you, Jody. They have really nothing to do. Alright, so I'm really sorry for those that got blocked. I'm sure. Well, you know, it wouldn't surprise me if they're 40-year-old people. And I'm sorry you got a close-up face of me trying to figure this out over here. Oh, is this another one? My goodness. Hi, Deanna Palmer. We are playing with trolls this morning. Who did I miss? I got Karen get cancer. We'll get there, Gwenny. We'll get there, right? All right. Sue, you're earning your money today. Look, I'm hiding anyone that says anything that doesn't look good. Thanks, Katrina. Oh my gosh. Hey, you know what? You guys have got nothing better to do. You can just go ahead and leave. Go troll on one of the gaming channels. They like you guys. Yeah, pew, pew, Jody. Pew, pew, pew. Bettina Fink, hello. You are walking into a troll zone. We are just trying to get rid of everybody. I think so, because a couple of them, like, looked about the same. Okay. Now, let's start talking about bags, and we're going to pop trolls as they go. I cut out all the linings yesterday or this morning. I think I did it yesterday. So I had to cut out 40 of the linings for 20 bags. So these are the linings. Yeah, well, you can go away. Sorry, Sue, you didn't know what you were getting into. Sue and I discussed how, you know, yeah, we need some moderators, but I never get any trolls. It'll be fine. I have a crumb blocks in my curtains right here in my craft room. I have a video for that too. Thanks, Judy. Oh my goodness. I'm so mad because people are coming onto this channel and being rude while we're trying to craft, and you don't need to be around. I will not get on with it because you're annoying me. If I cancel chat, you guys, I know I don't want you guys to not be able to chat. Hi, Patty K. We're just kind of dealing with some trolls here at the moment. They're being stubborn, but we're fighting back. Hi, Deborah Johnson. I know nobody cares what I do, but obviously you do because you came trolling on this channel, so goodbye. Oh, I hope you feel better. Well, they are pretty busy now, aren't they? Becky, you want to be a moderator and help out? Okay, thank you so much. I am adding you. You should be blue. So anyone that looks like, if you can obviously tell, go ahead and hide them. If you wonder, then just go ahead and leave it so that, well, we have 2 moderators now, Helly. Sue was getting a little overrun. So now Becky can help her out, and I'm going to go ahead and start chatting now. I love this snowflake fabric. This is one of the ones that I'm going to make for myself. So I have, now I went from my favorite zipper place. I bought a black and gray zippers. Now for my cam snaps, I have a black and white popper snaps there. This is my cam tool. Sorry about the crinkling. Forgive me if I get confused, but I believe I showed how to do this on YouTube and not Patreon. I did this before I had Patreon. You poke holes with a little awl. You put your little snap thing in here, and you just see how easy it just closes. I've had 3 surgeries on my shoulder, and I got the nerve damage that runs down that arm, and I've got no problems with it. It's really, it's not super heavy. It's a lot easier than this for making the keychains, let me tell you. Walmart also has a version for their snaps, but this one's a little bit harder on the carpal tunnel wrist area, where this one is just really nice and easy. Plus you can set it on the table and use that as a pressure point. So that's the cam snaps that I use. I bought 50 black and 50 gray because I make 20 bags. When I make bags, I make bags. I can't just buy 5 or 10 zippers. So I got 50 black and 50 gray. I do have some colored ones left that I can pick through and choose for specific bags. But okay, so I have the snowflakes. And I've got the rainbow on black. Bye, Channel 21. And then here is the deer. And I think I did pretty good, almost perfectly lining it all up. You can't really tell until you look down here that it's a little bit off. Helly, you have the cam snaps and you can't get it to stay, or the Walmart one? I get them in, and I think I showed it in the video too, that I kind of press in a circle to get it all down. Then I snap it a couple times, and if it feels tensiony, like it's not going to work, I snap it some more times. Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, the Etsy to have those, that's really smart. Bye, Ari. I'm glad you had fun with the whole mess that was going on today. I'm going to be doing more live streams. They may not be every Saturday. Let me discuss that real quick. I am going to, more than likely, anytime I go live, it will be on Saturday at noon, unless I want to pop in and say something special during the week. If I do a live on Saturday, it will most likely be a craft and chat like this. But if I choose to do a tutorial, which we will be doing an EPP tutorial sometime soon, and in that tutorial, we are going to be making these EPP pentagon balls. I have a smaller one that we're going to make for ornaments. If I do a tutorial on the live stream, I will probably just do a video on Friday, a quick chatty one to tell you what supplies you need for Friday. So that way, to do 2 tutorials back to back is just a little bit too much. Plus I do 4 tutorials a month on YouTube and 4 on Patreon. So just to balance that all out. I'm thinking maybe every other Saturday would be nice. Okay, so here is the flowery bag. I thought the pink went really nice with the flowers. Yep, I did make one. That little wheel for the ship came with anchors. And of course, everyone has two sides, and I used the same fabric for both of them. Then I have, I don't know if you could see on this one, but it's the glittery gray snowflake. Oh yeah, you can see. So it's a white background with the gray snowflakes. I thought that looked really elegant with that. Now once I get these all finished, I'm hoping by the end of September to do a big shop update. I'll have these. I'll have the fabric postcards. I might be able to get some of the thank you note cards in. And I have some other bags that I want to make. So these are all going to turn out, I have handles for them and all. I don't have a bag in here as an example, but it's going to have a boxed bottom, so it's going to sit like this. It'll have a handle, and it'll either have snaps or it'll have a zipper on it. So do you think I should put zippers on everything, or you think I should throw in a couple with some snaps? Snowflake's one of my favorites. I kind of love them all, but I really don't need all these bags. And not just project bags. I thought they would be really good for, for makeup, for if you want to pack something on a trip and put something in it, like your toiletries or your hair supplies or something like that. Here's my other favorite one. I showed you guys this already. And then, you know, you could put, oh yeah, we'll put this guy on top because he's got that nice one in flight. So you can have anything in them. They can be used for, maybe you have, you could do English paper piecing in them, so any type of craft stuff. You think both are good? One snap and one zip. Thanks, Pat. Now, are you saying one bag or one snap and a zipper on each pouch? Because if that's what you're saying, then you're funny. Coca-Cola on the flying bottle caps. I thought that was fun. It's one of the ones I picked up at Joann's recently. These blender fabrics are just beautiful. I like the cactus one. Bye, Helly. We'll talk to you later. 5 minutes, and we have our second snack time coming up, and I saved that as a special one for that time. Hi, Vicky. So I've got the cars where you're bringing home the Christmas trees. Now this fabric came on a cardboard roll that was like 42 inches long. So instead of being wrapped up around, you know, the regular cardboard that Joann's has, this was wrapped up on like a paper towel tubing. It was really strange, but it's the same type of cotton as everyone else. Oh my goodness. You guys are working hard. Thank you to our moderators. I'm sorry, Sue and Becky. You guys are busy. So the snowman with the trucks. And then the last one, look, we picked out this fabric together when we were on live at Joann's. This worked out so well. All right, so I'm going to show you guys the snack and then let everyone go so that we don't have to deal with these trolls so much. I'm not giving in to them, but I don't want our poor moderators to have to suffer. I'm clearing out a spot because it's going to be a sticky mess. Now, I'm sure many of you have seen these before and some of you may not. Have you seen a dragon fruit before? This actually grows on a cactus. Oh my goodness. Yep, so this grows at the top of a specific cactus. This one is grown in the USA. You want to let these sit in your refrigerator or sit out until the leaves start to get a little brown and start kind of drooping off. Thanks, Carrie. Thank you, everyone who said anything in chat. I can't see it because there's been such a mess going through. Thank you to Sue and Becky for taking care of them. If anyone else had mentioned they wanted to help out and be a moderator, just send me a message and I'll go ahead and pop you on. Anyway, so this is a dragon fruit. And what you do, don't gonna put some gloves on because it's sticky. I have a Band-Aid because I was raking the grass earlier this week, and I gave myself a blister and ripped the skin off, so I don't want to get it all sticky. Keep changing out my Band-Aids. Okay, so you just really, all you have to do is trim off the top. And there's a little bit, my knife's not super sharp, there's a little bit of brown in the core there, so you can still trim that down. Look, it just peels right off. And then you trim this side. When my youngest Robbie, who's now 21, when he was younger, he was a finicky eater. So what I did is every time I went to the grocery store, I let him choose something fun. Okay, I bought this at the store, and these are a little bit expensive. I paid $4 just for one of them. I think they usually say like something like they're $5.99 a pound. And the way that they say on YouTube to tell if they're ripe, first of all, it's soft. And these little leafy things here are turning brown, and that's how you're supposed to know it's ripe. The longer, you can eat it like anything else when it's not quite as ripe, but the longer you let it sit for maybe about a week after you buy it to let it ripen, the sweeter it will be. So this is kind of like, it's kind of like a kiwi. So you have all these seeds in it. The seeds are perfectly safe to eat, and it's a little bit like similar to an orange, except it doesn't have sections, but it's kind of like an avocado where you can peel the skin back and you can eat all this section here. So you can eat it out with a spoon, or you can just gently peel the skin away like this. The skin is not edible. There's nothing you can do with it. It's really leathery. But then you can just go ahead and slice this up however you want and eat it like this. This one is nice and soft and everything. It's not super sweet, but you know when you eat a certain fruit and it makes your mouth water? That's what this is like. It's really good though. They say to put it on top of your ice cream and stuff like that. But this was a way I could get Robbie to eat different things by letting him pick out a fruit or vegetable at the store. I mean, he had to eat whatever we chose. So one day he had chosen the dragon fruit because, come on, it looks really cool when you look at it at the store. If you think you're like an 8 or 10-year-old boy, that looks really neat. But sometimes it would just be simple, like he heard that you can cook bananas and have bananas for dessert with sugar and stuff and butter. So we made bananas Florentine or whatever it is. Other times we'd find some type of maybe a turnip, or we do something special with carrots. Not really. It's a very mild flavor. Maybe similar to an apple. I think if you'd have to choose a fruit, I would say it's similar to an apple. You can see where it's starting to get soft here. They say the softer and riper it gets, the sweeter it is. This is from America, and things from Mexico or South America, I think they said the flesh is red and it's even sweeter than these. No, I don't think it's tart. Maybe like a Granny Smith apple. It's not bad.